It's nearly 2 months since the passing of Dr. John Pombe Magufuli, and Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan took the reins of power of Tanzania as its president. What would you say have been the highlights of her presidency in the 2 months that she's been in power?
So we've seen some sort of change on the tactics. The overall goals remain the same, but the tactics, the how to, is what we are seeing it changing, and we are seeing a lot of intention to bring more people into participating in this development agenda. So in one way, to say it is an inclusiveness approach we are seeing at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And in that inclusiveness, we are seeing how she's beginning to change some of the things. For example, her tact on COVID-19 has changed, her approach with Uganda, and even coming to Kenya, because we had a strained relationship previously.
Yes. And she has formed a committee which is now going to review the whole COVID situation, and they will advise her. And she has said publicly, actually she spoke in her first address to the parliament, and she said once the recommendation are brought to her table, she will put it public, and she will define the course of how we'll proceed going forward based on the scientific and professional advice should be given.
Previously, Kenya and Tanzania have had very strained diplomatic relationships. There have been tiffs here and there. What can we expect with the coming of President Suluhu into Kenya?
Yeah, I think these challenges, they affect Kenya and Tanzania, but also the region in general. So if you look at the past few years, I was reading the Citizen newspaper in Tanzania here today, and they are saying in 2017, Tanzania had a surplus of about $90.2 million US dollars trade with Kenya. But come 2018, that dropped, and we had a deficit of about $35.8 million. So you see, it's a matter of concern to Tanzania that our bilateral trade is going down, and that is because of some of these non-tariff barriers, which they don't actually give any benefit to any of our countries in the region. So her coming to visit to Kenya signifies the need to restore trust, rebuild our relationship, and our focus will be mainly, I think, in 3 key areas. You're talking about diplomacy. She wants to rebuild our relationship with the international community. She's been talking about the political situation in the region, but also, most importantly, the economic issues. So that will be, I think, the center of her visit, and why it is important for Tanzania and Kenya, but also for the region in general.
Before I let you go, we saw Uganda and Tanzania strike a huge deal on the transportation of oil from Tanga all the way to Uganda. Are we likely to see such a great deal also being made in Kenya?
Why not? It depends on what are the opportunities. So I don't want to speculate on that area, but I see, I think some of the things they'll be discussing is to see how can we cooperate in this strategic project, which can have an impact in the region economy.
Finally, Bakari, as we wind up, I'd like to know from you. Yesterday, the world and journalists were celebrating World Press Freedom Day. Under the reigns of President Samia Suluhu Hassan, what has been the state of press freedom in Tanzania?
The moment she was sworn in, and when she started forming a team or rebuilding the team to support her, she said it publicly that she would like to see a media operating more freer, and she wants to see the media bringing up issues and to help the government see where they are not doing well, then for them to take action, and where they are doing well, for us to actually commend them. So the tone at the top, the tone from her all along has been very positive. And yesterday, for instance, I am currently in Arusha, where I was attending World Press Freedom Day, and she was supposed to be the guest of honor. But because of the preparation for the visit to Kenya, she sent the information minister, Minister Innocent Bashungwa. And in his address, he actually reiterated the commitment from the president, and he challenged the media fraternity that there are issues. We are raising issues to do with the regulations, to do with the law. So what are those challenges we are seeing, and can we bring them to the table for them to consider making those amendments? So yes, at the moment we are happy with what we are seeing, and our hope is we'll go a further way. We go ahead and actually change some of these bad laws and regulations. At that point, then we'll be more comfortable. For at the moment, it is that cautious optimism because some of the laws, some of the regulations, they are still there. And if they are used, then it will be still bad for the industry. But what we are seeing, and there have been some 2 or 3 instances recently, but the way the government dealt with those issues, the government of Zanzibar, our journalist from Mwananchi Communication was beaten by law enforcers, but the government came out very strongly. The Minister for Information, the Minister responsible for this law enforcement came out, did a public, a press conference, and they even visited our journalist at our office to just console, just at least help send a message that we don't condone these actions from these a few bad apples, but this is where we want to go. So we are seeing that as a new turn of event, and we hope to continue working with the government in improving a relationship between the media and the state organs.
Bakari, that's why we leave it. Thank you very much for making time.